Welcome back to Apollo Justice, and now we're about to start Case 2 of the game.
Yeah, starting now,
Okay.
Apollo will be leading the cases without Phoenix interfering during trials.
Yep. Now we're on episode 2, Turnabout Corner. Let me narrate this bit.
What the fuck am I looking?
You're
As
being
long as
hypnotized.
As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns.
What the? Oh.
Well, somebody got hit bad. Harmonica plays in the distance.
Ominous harmonica.
Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel
Stranger
stops...
This is Stranger Things. Oh.
When the wheel stops... You die.
That was a good story.
What have I watched?
You just... Well, Teal, let's just say we're about to go in deep.
We're in familiar surroundings.
Oh my god, June 15th.
2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest.
Hey, Apollo, how did A3 go?
My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job.
Huh. Well, hey, at least it went better than Mia's first trial.
I was screwed.
Hey, Apollo, look at the bright side. At least it didn't turn out as bad as Mia's first trial.
Who the hell's Mia?
You'll see.
But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest.
But you came.
Here being the legendary Wright and Cole law offices.
It's seen better days. That's right, Tio. We're actually seeing a different room of the office from a different perspective.
Okay, Justice. Time to stop trembling.
Actually, it's the same. It's the same room. It's the same room, but just from a different perspective. Oh, okay.
Sure, go on.
You must be here for the interview. Right this way.
Yeah. Again. Huh?
Hey, look, a Mickey Mouse Butterbeer's in the left corner.
Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome.
I hate you already.
Everyone in the family knows that pun.
What's with this girl?
My favorite character in this game.
One of my... I'll admit, she's one of my favorite, well, I'll talk about that later.
Well now, shall we begin?
Begin what?
The interview.
Begin what?
Let's beat him up.
It is the initiation of being a defense attorney in these parts.
Put cheeks so.
Hey, it's good preparation for the beatdown you'll get in court.
Right. First things first. Any special talents?
Yes.
Human lie detector?
Yes, I can detect twitches.
Can you balance a spoon on your nose?
Or your forehead?
No.
Yes, well, you must have at least one.
I can yell.
No.
Very loudly.
I guess, defending?
Oh, you'd make a great defender in the old days.
I'm a good tank.
Unusual talent, but it'll do.
Alright then.
Oh, she's adaptable, I see.
With a little jazzing up, of course.
Apollo plays the jazz trombone.
Jazz.
You think so?
You know, you're dressed similarly enough to Godo. I think you can make it work.
Please be that loser.
Let's give it a go, shall we?
Hey, what are you saying? He was a great defense attorney.
Are you good at making tea?
Huh?
Go ahead, show me. Defend.
Yourself.
What?
Yeah, she is gonna punch him.
Protect your wife.
Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now.
What? I don't even know what are you talking about? I can't just defend here.
Well, you gotta have your trial to Marvel vs. Capcom 5
Need
sooner or later,
something to
son.
defend.
Implying that's ever coming out.
Hey, we got a Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Oh wait, never mind. There is no Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
A professional can perform anywhere.
That's not what it...
But you are a professional lawyer, aren't you?
Thanks.
You want people to be laughing with us.
The alternative is humiliation.
Not at us.
Oh, so this is the carnivorous carnival now. There's unfortunate events.
Sure, why not?
Thanks. I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all.
Entertainment.
But it's a court of law, man.
Laughing's good
Again,
for you.
entertainment.
What?
That expression
Hey.
is so derpy.
Yeah.
Say what? I'll just say it was better in the original DS sprite.
Wait, it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like that. It's just that they kind of messed it up a little bit. let's just say.
No.
This conversation is going nowhere.
Oh, it's going places, Dio. It's going places.
Excuse me, but do you know who you are?
Do you
Where
know
we
where you
are?
are?
Simple question.
The Ryan Cole offices, right?
Very good, Apollo. Very
You
good.
get a cookie.
Could have fooled me.
Oh. I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first.
Not the first to watch
Look,
him.
what's going on here? Who are you?
Yeah, maybe an introduction is in order.
I came here to meet with the person in charge.
Yes.
Well, guess who you're talking to?
Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes.
What are you, an attorney?
Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning.
And again, considering who her father is.
How did Mr. Wright get your phone number?
Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again.
Phoenix, are you stalking Apollo? How did you get his phone
What's there to
number?
read? Look, it says
Also-
right. It says right there.
Wouldn't you have had to have read the sign in order to find the place?
Oh,
Apollo, please.
why does it say Wright Talent Agency?
There you go, Theo. Now it's a talent agency.
How Mia will be so proud.
Well, you can still see the plant there.
She's rolling in her grave as we
Yeah.
speak. I died for this.
Well, remember, Theo, he would have to have some kind of way to support his daughter's profession.
Yeah.
I'm Tracy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician.
Ace magician.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. You can tell them what you're wearing.
Everyone is amazing something here.
It all came flooding back. Kyle, that girl.
So you've been repressing.
Hello, sir. Please pick a card.
She can be a lot more serious when she needs to be.
Pick a card. Any card. I drew the Magician of Faith. Get it?
That's right, she's my daughter. That's right, Phoenix's daughter is now the new runner of the office here.
Trucy.
Here, check out our flyer.
Why is the bottom blurred?
Don't ask questions.
And before you ask Theo, no similarities. She doesn't have daddy issues.
Apollo Justice, attorney.
Because if ever I'm expecting her taking more from her mother.
Let's just say, yeah, her mother. Who we really need to
Alright.
see a reappearance of in Ace Attorney 7.
Let's ask him more about the talent agency. So, is this really a talent agency?
You bet.
Well, Joe, if that after credit scene is to be of any indication.
Daddy started it 7 years ago, when he quit law.
Quit? That's being a bit generous.
Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now.
Well, of course Phoenix's talent is piano playing.
2 people. Does that include you?
Very good,
Trying to
Apollo.
say.
Very good, Apollo. You can count.
Very basic.
Tracy Wright, magician extraordinaire.
Yay.
With an adorable theme.
Yeah, I love her theme.
I've done a lot of stage shows. Paid too.
I'm not sure whether I like this one more or the one from the 5th game.
I slightly like the DS version better than the 3DS version.
I'm a professional, you know.
Yeah, I actually agree.
She's not
But you
kidding, by the
covered
way.
more,
She's
so.
very good at it.
No, she's brilliant, actually. Yeah.
Right. Apollo's got no clue what to do.
Yeah. Well, would you really?
Follow hesitate.
Wow.
This might be the right thing to do.
Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay?
Give it to him. Oh, don't worry, Trucy. He'll keep that promise. Ain't that right, Pedro?
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Oh, and the other person that our agency represents is...
Drum roll,
Shiori
please.
Shiori with her tea-making skills.
So Java, are you also having a
Visma?
Phoenix Wright. PMS Extraordinaire.
What a funny story, Mark.
Yes, her father is the legendary Phoenix.
Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano?
That was just in a court of law where he had to tell the truth.
Details.
Our agency doesn't see that as a problem.
It's okay if you're not actually talented at your talent.
We run off of the
So
policy
why
that...
did she have a go at Apollo for not being able to defend?
Well, because, Shiroi, she's running a business here.
Magicians who
knows...
can't do...
You see, Shiroi, Phoenix still knows how to roll in the big bucks despite not knowing how to use this talent properly. She doesn't know that for Apollo for sure.
At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Juicy is definitely one of the beacons of shining light in this story, actually literally speaking, because yes, this is a story that's meant to be a lot more darker and drearier than past Ace Attorney stories. Juicy is one of the few characters who remains optimistic. Let's just say returning characters are... well, they follow that stupid trend there where people think, hey, you know how you had these original characters? Well, how about we bring them back all depressed, older, gray, just to show you how the newer protagonists totally aren't sunken down like that.
Blues Brothers 2000.
Blues Brothers 2000, Legend of Korra, Last Jedi, the list goes on and on. Anyway,
I'm in charge of this whole office too.
good for you. I mean, I can tell that a magician works here, alright. You've even got a miniature beheader.
Plus you got a floating fork with spaghetti.
Pretty impressive for a young lass of 15.
15? How old is Mr. Wright?
About that.
Alright.
Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year.
So 33 minus 15, 23, 22, 21, 20... 18! Damn.
Well, Phoenix did have a risque life at college now, didn't he?
Okay,
What's that?
Oh look, it's low battery.
Lovely.
I'm really out of charge.
Well, Tio, remember, Phoenix did get a bit intimate during college.
Yeah,
okay.
The knowledge was so drastic, my phone
Wait a
knew.
minute, so she's the hellspawn of Talia.
No, sure. Let me remind you, it was Iris who fell in love with Phoenix, as was revealed in the finale case.
I'm
Oh
sure
yeah,
there
well
was a good
that's okay
explanation.
then, that's okay, because
Yeah.
Iris is nice.
I hope.
Iris was the one who actually did love Phoenix, and Iris is so the one who
I'm sorry.
And Iris, again, Yamazaki get back to getting her back in eventually.
Well, Takumi is joining up apparently, so now it's up to
Whoa,
Takumi again.
that fork is falling!
Oh, well then if Takumi's involved, maybe
Why
even a
do you have
bigger
a plate of
choice.
plastic spaghetti here?
Well,
Virus joke is probably obvious.
wasn't he supposedly returning to the main series now?
Oh yes, it's just I'm saying it's like, well, if Takumi's back, then we might even have a bigger chance of seeing some old characters back. Who knows?
It's a plate of frozen spaghetti.
Although to be fair,
What's Takumi get all the credit?
Also,
not really. Yamazaki was already planning to do that as well anyway. So
Filled with
Probably
determination,
can
the
drop on that
model
after the credits
someday
too.
will get the spaghetti.
also, just gonna say this right now, enjoy being able to actually investigate things here while you can, because in Ace Attorney 5, for some stupid reason, you can't do any examining except in crime scenes.
Okay.
Someday, I'll make magic more amazing than that spaghetti.
She's not kidding.
it's one of the only real problem I have involving Trucy is that I'm still waiting for the relationship between Phoenix and Trucy to be properly explored, because there's a lot of potential for development there.
Yeah, that is one thing with Yamazaki. It's like, well, in this game, Trucy is definitely used pretty well, because, yeah, needless to say, she's gonna be your assistant for this game, and let me tell you, she's actually a pretty great assistant, to the point where she actually has some better points than Maya. Like, she's, okay, I'll say this right now, she's a lot better at staying out of trouble than Maya.
Heresy.
Well, hey, I guess Phoenix knew to raise his daughter right, and by that, it involved basically being anti-Maya in terms of getting yourself found guilty of murder.
He's learned from Maya's mistakes.
I have no idea how. It's just a normal hula hoop.
Sadly, though, she kind of gets sidelined a bit in Dual Destinies. Thankfully, she gets more focused in Spirit of Justice, but yeah, needless to say, Trucy fans were a bit perturbed with how her role kind of got mitigated in the 3DS games.
There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano.
Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
Again, I swear. I swear, Trucy is to magic what Shiori is to tea.
The professional never leaves their weapon far from reach.
See? It's just a whole cupboard full of tea, ingredient, making materials. But you can't play the piano with all this junk on.
Also, it's not just
about
one
that.
cupboard, I should say.
Yeah.
Oh, no one plays here anyway. And the neighbors complain.
That piano will never be used again.
I guess Mr. Wright really can't play.
Hey, Rabbit, turn off that depressing music.
So that was that picture. An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat.
Huh, Maximilian Galactica really buffed out.
I want to be just like him someday.
What's his name?
He's got the silk hat and everything.
Sure, nice. Guess it's good to have a role model. Given he's gotta be well over 100.
From
That
the
was
olden
very
days.
rude of falling out of character, but
How
whatever.
rude.
Hey, I was
Ah,
thinking that in
I
my
guess,
head.
I guess,
There you go.
Remember, you're the defense
Takumi,
attorney.
yeah.
Takumi, it's Hino who has this job now.
Uh,
Don't interrupt.
To be fair, Tio, Takumi did it first, and who's to say he ever stopped with you?
Stop entering my head. It's busy in here.
And even better, well, don't you see, Tio? I guess Takumi envisions you as a 15-year-old magician girl in that regard.
Last thought from my
I'm
mind.
not gonna dignify that and just move on.
Also, remember when Edgeworth was the defense attorney for a while, only then could we read his inner monologue.
Yeah. I'll never forget what he said. Is there just a kick me side attached to the defense bench?
That's one of my favorite lines in this series.
Yeah. It perfectly encapsulates how the defense has crap all luck and
Not
disadvantages.
just that, Joe, but also kind of lampshading the player controls, which you mechanic.
Oh, Charlie.
Don't touch my Charlie.
Mr. Charlie.
Mr. Charlie?
He's gonna outlive us all at this rate, isn't he?
Well, plants usually tend to live long enough.
He's been in this office much longer than I have, and I'm pretty sure he's fake. Daddy's mental had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. It's really weird. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney.
Yeah, that plant's fake.
What makes you think
Not a
it's fake?
cactus, it's fake.
Wait, Shuri, it's a bamboo, not a cactus.
Mr.
Yeah, I just said
Charlie.
it's not a cactus, it's fake.
What makes you say that?
Because cactuses last a long time.
Well, maybe this bamboo just hangs in there, and besides, Shuri.
Technically, Shiro,
Alright, let's talk about,
the right conditioning plant can last more than 100 years at least.
about Mr. Wright
Sure.
giving up.
Okay.
So as long as
Good
everyone
rest,
who
bro.
runs this office keeps him well maintained, Charlie's gonna be immortal,
Alright, this
along
is,
with the
this
judge.
is kinda
Yeah,
boring.
but-
Gone.
It was because of that incident 7 years ago, was it?
Huh? You know about that?
The truth about 7 years ago.
Who doesn't know?
So this is the new DL6, I guess.
The truth about
Yep.
DLC.
Not the details. I remember the news though. It was a big deal.
I'm sure.
So I hear.
Reminder that if DL6 had never happened, Phoenix would never be in this predicament to give Apollo the mentoring that he'll need later on.
I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance.
I probably wouldn't do that if I were you.
Daddy, right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright.
Yeah, where is Mr. Wright exactly?
He gave me a call this morning to come in.
Probably called him from the Gavin offices.
Daddy's not here right now.
Where is he then?
He's in the hospital.
Excuse me.
Again?
That was sudden.
The hospital?
I was trying a new trick and I accidentally set him on fire.
Oops.
Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets
So
better.
that's how Takumi writes him out of the series.
Well,
Yes, keep his own
Look,
daughter.
Jersey, just because he's called Phoenix doesn't mean he will rise from his own ashes.
Yes.
That's where I
Okay.
thought he got his name from. I
Which
didn't
hospital was
know.
Mr. Wright in?
Uh,
Pay him a visit.
well, actually, he got his name because his creators thought that Roger Wright would sound not as cool.
It would sound stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, the Huckfield
Hickfield.
Clinic.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hickfield.
Where have I heard
Right,
that name
well,
before?
I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some. Okay.
Wait, I'll go with you.
It's in your contract to have a teenage girl follow you around.
Party.
Yeah.
All right. June 15th, 9:45. Hickfield.
And that's
Oh boy.
Oh god. I'm not looking
Pedro,
forward to
get
this.
ready.
So this is Mr. Wright's
Don't lie,
hospital.
Pedro. You've been looking forward to this.
Wait, I have actually.
Oh, it's you again.
Visitors, are you?
And now we have one of our first remix tunes.
Yeah, it's Eccentric 2007.
Uh-huh.
One of the themes I actually, it's very short, but one of the themes I did actually like from the Justice for All soundtrack, and I like this version of it too.
Yeah, I prefer.
Yeah.
Dr. Hickfield's the name.
Honestly, I prefer this version. I prefer this version, honestly.
I like
Yeah,
both,
me
but
too.
yeah, I like this one a bit better.
I'll need to listen to it better on my own.
Oh, hi there, Trucy. Cute as ever.
He's the one that called up to feel good. He's the one that makes you feel alright.
Is
Sure.
this Daddy's room?
Oh, Dwibs, please tell me that you examined the VHS tapes.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't
Except
remember
he's
if I
gone
did.
for he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon.
Okay.
How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examine?
Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. With a castrating iron.
Hello, nurse. Why, if it isn't the daddy or the cutest little thing in town.
Oh yeah, Jova, sorry, I don't check the VHS tapes, I'm afraid.
Guess I'll be off then. Later, Trucy.
Yeah, never mind. Wow, what an herb odd bird that guy was.
That's an understatement.
Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo.
You look pretty good for someone who's supposedly bedridden, but whatever.
Well, wait till we
Mr.
hear
Wright.
about what happened to him.
Oh,
Alright, let's ask him what happened.
getting jiggy with you, I see.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
Basically, the music for Apologists is a lot more hip-hop, shall we say. With a bit of pop. Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run.
So did the police chase him and he lost 50 coins?
Oh, it gets even better.
You were hit by a car?
Yep.
Totally, look at that. Well, to be fair, he survived worse.
Wait
so.
for it. Oh, he tried to swerve. I'll give him that.
Swerve into you.
Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. And yes, this is actually what happened. Only
that's
stopping
amazing.
when my head hit that telephone
To be
pole.
fair, that's kind of what happens when Thanos does the finger, like, move.
So yeah,
You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay?
Galactus.
You was sent-
you should have gone for the head.
Implying
Sorry,
that he was
or
ever
rather
okay
the
with
arm.
Sorry, I
Oh,
missed
and
the-
after all that, he only got a sprained ankle.
thankfully my only injury was a sprained ankle.
He really is as lucky as they say.
So let's add this to his resume. Survives a
Yeah.
fall into a river where little to no other one else survives falling into. Gets hit by a car, sent 30 feet through the air, head first into a lamppost, and all he walks away with is a sprained ankle. Oh, let's not
my
forget he
God.
also chewed glass, drank, which had poison residue in it, got hit with a fire extinguisher, only lost his memory for a tiny bit instead of actually even bleeding, and oh yeah, was able to
so
break in
big.
through a
Not
giant
that
door as
big.
well. And people are surprised
so
he got into Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
She's
Oh.
so big.
Trucy's still a
Paul.
child.
I wonder if Peridot
Sure.
was. Oh,
Sure.
How many times do I have to remind you?
What was that you're saying, Shiroi?
hang on a second.
I'm not a child anymore.
You're
Sure.
15. She's a teenager.
Yeah, what I was saying was maybe Peridot was based off of Phoenix.
Maybe. But you'll always be Daddy's little girl to me, Trucy. part of being a father here.
Ah ha ha, my foot. I'm not buying it.
Oh my god,
Wow,
Joe, now I'm
Apollo is very...
oh my god, Joe, now I'm
Right.
picturing Phoenix facing off against Prosecutor Thanos.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Also,
it's funny you mention
also-
that, Pedro. There actually is sort of an Infinity War thing involving Ace Attorney in it.
Also-
Of course there is.
Where,
So she's
yeah, so I got...
not a mere stage magician, she's a genius.
A genius!
Aw.
I forgot the name.
Daddy. It's right there in
Yeah,
front of
there
you.
you go. Yeah.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent.
The way you said that.
Why is that in quotations?
You'll see,
You'll see,
Shui.
you'll see, you'll see.
You could just tell me things instead of insinuating.
Nah. I learned from my mentor. The best way
I'm-
to cultivate your prodigy is by being vague with them, which forces them to get better and better.
Stay
So,
true to the 8 disciplines which are only beginning to know.
Why did you contact me?
Basically, Apollo, like my mentor, I will wait until the third game in our trilogy to be as helpful with you as she
What could
was
the
with
right-
me by that point.
What could the right talent agency possibly want from me?
No need to get prickly now, Spikehead.
Says you. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this.
I didn't
Oh, well, and you think I got it? You think I asked?
Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway?
True.
I you know,
Lawyered. I
she-
mean, magician.
she's
one
got you
thing
there.
I should-
She's got you there, Apollo.
Yeah, of course. One thing I should... excuse me for a second. Help! We're in Big Joe here in the office. Big! We're in Big Joe. I thought someone was dying.
No, Apollo is just the Northern Lights.
Well, you're...
So, you
Ah,
don't
hello?
think this is big trouble?
I must say, you steam a good case.
My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital.
So Phoenix is after a babysitter, is that what it...
That's right. Oh, that's right.
Daddy.
Yeah, that's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent? And the whatever
Groceries.
I said?
Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us fails, the other 2 must fall. Speaking...
That's not fair.
Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid.
That's
How old's
business.
Apollo again?
21, I think.
The
Yeah.
33 is the Phoenix was.
No. She's asking how old Apollo is.
Oh.
At this point, he's either 20 or 21, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 21, yeah.
You'll have to transfer to a new school again. Sorry, honey.
No, I can't. Just made friends.
Well, I'm sorry,
Aw.
honey, but the lawyer here will not represent us, so unfortunately we have to move out to the streets.
How could you do this to me? To us? Polly?
How could you do this? You betrayed me and I treated you like a princess and now you betray me.
Oh, now it's my fault.
Shame on you,
She
Apollo.
even-
You won't defend
She
these
even
people
gave you
in
a
need.
nickname, Come on.
They're literally emotionally manipulating Apollo into taking the job.
Hey, just like a lawyer would. Oh, by the way, how would you like to
Phoenix
work
is a
for us?
pass.
I've got the perfect client for you.
A client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court?
Wait,
Well,
No,
sorry,
he's literally just gonna ask Apollo to be Crucy's babysitter, isn't he?
Alright, I'll hear what you have to say.
Alright, at least he
Excellent.
gets to do his job, I guess. So,
You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker.
Hold on,
Trucy,
Juicy. Let Daddy seal the deal first.
Trucy, your real colors are shining.
Now it's time to reel him in.
Okay.
You're all saying this out loud with Apollo standing right
Not like
there.
he's got anywhere else to go.
Official, I'm scared.
I'd be scared too.
Oh, well, it's time to find out about our client. Alright, so who's the client?
Ugh.
Well, the client is a top naughty girl who used to be my assistant. She's kind of gotten into a spot of trouble again. Also, yes, take a look here on the map. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indochin pasta joint Alden ties.
Indochine pasta joint.
Is Indochine have something to do with Italy, Tio?
No.
Okay,
No,
there's
but
something I'm
that's
missing
when-
here. That's when it
That's when it
happened.
happened. Yeah, it looks like he swerved
The
to me.
car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole,
I don't know. It
Tell
doesn't
us-
look,
and
telephone
zooming
pole.
away. Creepy, huh?
I don't know, guys. It doesn't look like that car was swerving.
It's just like the car in the beginning of the prologue of Heavy Rain.
It's almost as creepy hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal.
It kills Jason even though it's running at like what, 20 miles per hour?
The car sped off in this direction.
I've already been mad about that enough.
Yeah, me too.
That way.
So, good luck.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Plot twist, Teo. The car throws you into the void.
You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client.
Okay.
Again?
Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole and we'll sue him.
Whoa, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective.
I remember saying...
That's the thing, Apollo. They're kind of the same thing in this series.
Yeah, don't worry. Once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court.
But I'm not a prosecutor.
You don't have to be a prosecutor, idiot, if it's a civil case.
I'm not a prosecutor either.
We'll improvise.
I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home.
Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke.
It's just a prank, bro.
Crap one. Huh? Yeah, so far all Paul's in this part is go, huh? What? This is crazy.
Not
Ah.
just that, he's being very dry in precise sense that he
Well,
barely reacts to anything.
Well, that's the thing, Teo. It's one of the primary complaints of this game. Apollo has little to no personality. That's
Yeah.
the
Not
problem.
that,
The ones
not,
that
not,
aren't very funny.
not that, Pedro. It's more like it's in clear contrast in how he was behaving in court in the first trial.
Oh, well, to be fair, I can understand him acting different from how he is in court and out of court. Like, that's a thing. Realistically,
I don't know, Jova. Phoenix gave me
The
a more
office.
unified vibe.
You mean the talent
that.
agency? Yeah. I figured Apollo would have figured that out by now.
Not to mention
harm
the
in
fact
going,
that
huh?
I already
Oh,
I
yeah.
expected this because I already knew that.
Yeah, it's not like he has anything else to do.
oh, one more thing.
He
Well,
doesn't really get a personality until
Do
Dual
look
Destinies.
into my accident, too, would you? Yeah, you know,
Oh, and by
that's...
the way, could you do my laundry as well? Okay, thanks.
Don't worry, I'll pay you. I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. That's right, it was a tragedy.
Why
People
does the
Park.
payslip say? Why does the payslip say $2?
It's
That's
right
the
in front of
generic
this
name. People Park.
Hey,
So
hey,
it's going to make me
hey.
investigate this after
Hey,
all.
Portuguese man, I was gravely injured, okay? I couldn't think straight. I know I made an incredibly detailed map all the same, but when it
So,
came up to
even
thinking
though
of
we-
names, I wasn't the best.
So even though we don't know what our case is yet, we're still adding stuff to the court.
Well, it's simple. Our case is simply just track down the guy who did a hit and run with Phoenix, and boom, that's it.
All right.
I guess.
No
So
murder.
yeah,
we'll
for the
see
next-
part 8 when we find out our first
we
client.
spoke- Oh, fuck. See ya.
See you then.